for better visibility. As you can see, plenty of space above as well.
Hold me tighter, I think I'm sinking down, and I'm all strung out on heroin on the outskirts of town.
Hello, my name's John, and welcome to my YouTube channel, John's Box. And today it's a vlog which I've been meaning to make for a long time. All the cars I've ever owned. So I've owned 21 cars up to now, a few when I was in the UK up to the year 1995 and the rest here in Poland. And you'll also see some of the other cars I've driven. I've managed to take photos of practically every car I've owned. I've been looking all over the shop in all sorts of albums for those cars, and I managed to track them down, fortunately. So I'm going to show you now a model of one of the cars I actually own. So it's this baby. It's a Triumph 2000 TC. Here it is in all its glory. That's exactly how it looked, with the registration number as well. I bought this chalk model at the Classic Car Show a long time ago, back in 1990, from the Triumph Owners Club. This is the only model of any car I've ever owned, but maybe one day I'll try and find and make perhaps models of cars that I've ever owned. I've only ever purchased 3 brand new cars in my life, so I've always been purchasing rather second-hand or much older modern classics, but all of them have been daily runners, not without their mechanical and bodywork issues, bar 1 or 2. Several of my cars have made trips across Europe, mainly from Poland to England or England to Poland, and in a moment I'll show you the Hall of Fame from the earliest car I owned to the current one. Now with the first one, there's going to be about 1 or 2 minutes of info on that first car. It's going to contain, each slide will contain a photo, plus in the first slide of each car, information about the car and when I owned it, so the year from to that I owned that particular car. When you see me next, I'll then present you with what I think are my top cars under a few categories. So sit back, relax, and enjoy it. Was a Triumph Dolomite 1300 in pageant blue. The year of manufacture was 1978. I bought this car in I think December of 1995 at Swindon Car Auctions of all places, and I think I paid something like £750 for it, so that was something like a month's salary or maybe a little bit more. So it was my first car, and I do remember a lot of things about it. As far as the equipment is concerned, or rather the lack of equipment, there was no air conditioning, no ABS, no power steering, practically nothing. There was only a mirror on the right driver's door. There's a door mirror, there were no ring mirrors, so I added a mirror on the left side. I had the car for 2.5 years. By the way, the engine was a single carburetor, so there was no injection system. Very few cars had injection systems in those days, and I used it
practically on a daily basis to work and on some trips such as to work.
three categories. One is the most reliable, the next is the one I think was the most practical and comfortable, and the third category for style and aesthetics. So, the most reliable car I've ever had is this one. Really, I bought the Yaris when it was new. I had absolutely no issues with it. It runs sweet, good acceleration. It was a beauty to drive and handle. Now, when it comes to the most comfortable and practical car I've ever owned, it is this one. Voyager actually made the trip to England twice on two occasions, and I can say it's the most comfortable car I've ever driven, and you could just put everything into it, plus the kitchen sink. And so when it comes to style and aesthetics, well, it has to be this car. Yes, this one, absolutely. I felt something in that car. Really, the interior, it was a beauty, and the wood as well. So absolutely, it's the only classic car I've ever owned. So, if I had to say which was my best car of those three, I would perhaps, it's very difficult, it would be a very, very difficult choice to make. I would say that both the Yaris and the Chrysler first equal. If only the Chrysler had the Yaris's reliability. Yep. Dobra, teraz nie... it. I've been thinking about this particular video for at least a year or two to make one of all my cars. I hope to make some other vlogs again in some time. There's one on my landing page about my day you may want to watch. Maybe I'll make one about the work that has been going on in my garden. So don't forget to comment, and because the best content are your comments. Maybe you've had some of those cars as well, and hope to see you in another video on this channel. Thank you very much for watching until this point. See you again soon. Bye bye.